Hello loves, and welcome to my January TBR video. I've made a list of the 12 books that I most want to complete this month, and I'm going to be giving you the rundown. So the first book that I want to read in January is You've Lost a Lot of Blood by Eric LaRocca. I would love to be able to tell you what this is about, but the Goodreads and Storygraph plot summary is incredibly vague. So it's an Eric LaRocca story. It's gonna be probably horror, and honestly probably best to go in blind. I have read Eric LaRocca in the past and enjoyed some of his work, and this was a short book I originally had checked out of the library on Libby to try and get some short books in at the end of 2023. But since I have it checked out already, it'll be on the list for January 2024. The next book on my January TBR is Moxyland by Lauren Bukes. I have also checked this one out of Libby. It is a novel about 4 different people living in a futuristic South Africa. And from what I can see of the plot description, they attempt to take on the government. And it also mentions something about corporate wars. Sounds similar to a cyberpunk story, and I am really interested to see where it goes from there. So that is on my TBR. Next we have Murder Your Employer, The McMaster's Guide to Homicide by Rupert Holmes. This is kind of dark academia vibes about a college where you can either register or be sponsored to attend, and they teach you how to commit homicide, how not to get caught. And this is probably going to be the first book that I read out of the stack. I have already started it. I was originally really excited about this one because I'd heard really great things about it. And then when I got it out from the library and read the author's biography on the back, Rupert Holmes is the Pina Colada song guy. So I'm extra excited to read it now, and I'm interested to see how that goes for me. The next book I had taken out from the library to try and read in December but didn't get to it, and that was Mr. Magic by Kirsten White. This is a horror novel about the cast of a children's show who have a cultish-like following, and then they reunite in their adulthood in the remote filming location that they used to use, and some creepy figure shows up. This is a 2023 release that I didn't get to in 2023. I've heard kind of mixed things about it, and I'm interested to go into it and see for myself whether or not it is deserving of such a cool looking cover. The next book is Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell. I'm reading this for a book club with a friend. This is a historical fiction novel about a woman whose children get sick with the bubonic plague, and one of them passes away. And oh, by the way, that woman's husband is Shakespeare. So it is telling the story of Shakespeare's family, but from his wife's perspective. And I am interested in Shakespeare's play. I have one of his sonnets memorized for some reason, and I'm really interested to explore more about his life, but through a more feminine perspective, and I've heard really great things about this. So I just got my hold on that from the library today in Libby, and I'm excited to read that. The next book is a memoir, and that is Her First Palestinian by Saeed Tibi. This is a series of stories about Palestinian immigrants in Canada. I put this on hold months and months and months ago because it was a nominee for the Evergreen Forest of Reading Awards in 2023. It is the last book that I have to read from that list of nominees, and I think right now it is an especially pertinent narrative to support and learn about, so I'm really looking forward to reading that, especially with what's going on in Palestine now. Next book is 50 Shames of Earl Grey by Fanny Merkin or Andrew Schaefer. This is a parody novel on 50 Shades of Grey. It was a gift from a friend and is one that I own physically. As I mentioned in a previous video, one of my goals for 2024 is to keep my physical TBR shelf at a standard level. So I have 50 books on there. I can only buy more books to keep it up at 50. So if I want to buy more books, I need to read what I have. This is probably one of the books that has been on my TBR shelf for the longest, so it's fairly short, only about 210 pages. Let's get it read so I can buy more books. Now that the standalones are done, we're gonna go into the series books that I'm going to read. One is Eric by Terry Pratchett. This is the 9th book in the Discworld series. It is another Rincewind or Unseen University book, so I am a little worried about it because it's not been my favorite plot line so far in the Discworld series, but I think after I finish Eric, we go a long stretch without any more in that plot line, so I'm reading them in order. It's the next one I have to get through, and then maybe it'll surprise me because I have such low expectations for it at this point. Next we have The Sun and the Star by Rick Riordan. This is a tangential book in the Percy Jackson series, and it focuses on Nico D'Angelo, who is one of my favorite characters from the original series, and in Heroes of Olympus, House of Hades, I am very interested to see where they take his character, and I'm very excited to have a book that focuses on his character. So that one should get in from the library any day now, and I'm excited to read that. Surprising no one, From Dead to Worse, Charlene Harris. I'm still reading the Sookie Stackhouse books. I'm trying to get through at least one a month. This is the next one I have to go through. Book before this one had some very crazy things happen, and I'm very interested to see how Charlene Harris follows up with that. Determined to finish the series this year. Also a series that I've been working through is the Phryne Fisher Mysteries. So the next one for me is Urn Burial. These are by Carrie Greenwood. They focus on a woman in 1920s solving crimes in Australia. Looks like in this one she's staying in some kind of gothic manor and some urns start going missing. These are quick little mysteries, and I'm looking forward to also getting through this series, hopefully by the end of 2024. And the last book on my January TBR is Assassin of Reality by Marina and Sergei Dyanchenko. This is the sequel to Vita Nostra, which was in my top books of 2023. This one's about half the length of Vita Nostra, so I feel now that they have spent so much build-up establishing the magic system and the way that the world works, this is going to be hopefully a bit more plot driven, so I am excited to read this one and hope that it can live up to what I have come to expect now from Vita Nostra. So those are the 12 books that are on my top priority list for January. If you made it through this video, let me know in the comments down below what book you're prioritizing for January. If you liked this video, hit like and consider subscribing. Thank you for watching. Bye! Pina coladas and getting caught in the rain.